My name is Lawrence and I bought a Suzuki Vitara from Startin at St Peter's. I've never had a Suzuki car before, but I did 25 years ago have a Suzuki trials bike in Japan, which I used to take up Mount Fuji and back. As far as you can go up Mount Fuji, and the Suzuki was amazing. The Suzuki was because we just moved to a very steep area with a very steep driveway, and I had found that most cars would hit the curb underneath the car at the front. So we were looking for a car with a very high front, and we found that the Suzuki Vitara was high enough. The size of the car, it's a perfect size for my wife. I bought it for the wife and kids, and it's perfect for her. And being an automatic, it's ideal with its hill descent and its hill hold for the area that we live in. I would accost people at the dump and say, hey, the Vitara, are you pleased with it? Are you happy with it? And 3 or 4 of the people I said, they all said, we got it from St Peter's, from Startin at St Peter's. And they were amazing, and their service is fantastic. And for me, having had so many cars over the last 40 years, the quality of service is everything. You can have a really nice car, but if you don't have the backup, forget it. Startin have always proven to be the most reliable and the most pleasant to deal with. Oof. The first experience was coming in and meeting I won't name him, but the young gentleman here in St Peter's. And he was pleasant, eloquent, highly intelligent. He knew all the answers. He didn't try and sell us anything, he just answered questions. I brought my wife in and we had a look at some of the cars that were outside, and she fell in love with the size of the Vitara, and we bought the vehicle from this person, and he's been more than helpful ever since. Actually, we've had no problems, just an amazing amount of backup and very pleasant customer service. Well, this morning I did the school run, and it's way up over the hills. It's about a 15-minute drive to school and back every day. Sometimes we have to do that 2 or 3 times a day for both of the girls. My 12-year-old, she said, yes, Dad, I like the fact there's 3 clocks. There's that nice big one I can see in the back seat, and there's the one on the touch screen, and the one you can see, so that when she makes me late for school in the mornings, at least you know what the time is while we're driving. She said, I like the cool roof, because it's the panoramic roof, which actually is very quiet compared to most of the panoramic roofs I've ridden with in the past. She said that the heater heats up really quickly, like within 10 or 15 seconds. It's warm in the mornings. And she said, I love the funky geometric patterns on the seats. All the zigzag patterns on the seats, she really likes them. Absolutely. My experience at St Peter's was so positive that I decided I needed a second car for me, and so I went to the Skoda dealership at Powick, and I test drove a couple of cars, but the one I chose was the Skoda Superb Automatic, and the young man I dealt with there and the service I've had since have been fantastic.